Good morning, all of you. Today's topic is the continuation of verbs. Under that one, we are going to practice some exercises on common errors. Before that, we have to go through these conditional clauses. Right? There are 4 types of conditional clauses. That is type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Here, let us see that. First type of conditional clauses are related to future possible or probable actions. Okay? Future possible or probable actions means, for example, let me tell you here. If you take a taxi, you can catch the train. You can catch the train. You can catch the train. If you take a taxi, you can catch the train. Okay? If you ask me, ask me, I will help you. I will help you. You see this one. Yeah, these are the future actions. If you take a taxi, right? Here, you can catch the train. This is catch. You see here, you can catch the train. If you ask me, I will help you. So this is also future, and here this is also future. Right? But see, though those two are future actions, in this if clause, we are using only V1 form. Here, if plus subject plus present tense. So, though here this action is speaking of the future action, right? Though this speaks of the future action, we should not use the future tense here in conditional clause. This if clause is called a conditional clause. Okay? Right? If you take a taxi, that is a condition. Right? And the meaning is not completed. If you take a taxi, what happens? So, the meaning is not completed. So, that's why this clause is also called as subordinate clause or if clause or conditional clause. Right? So, in the if clause, we have to use here present tense for future actions. And in the main clause, you can use here will plus V1 or shall plus V1 or can plus V1 or may plus V1. Is it clear? So if you take a taxi, you can catch the train. Can plus V1. If you ask me, I will help you. Right? So this is the method. Next. Here type 2 conditional clause is for imaginary and improbable actions which are not generally possible. Just those are our imaginations, our dreams, which are not possible. Just imagination, and those are improbable. For example, here, see here, if you took a taxi, right? You could catch the train. So, I know you never take a taxi and you never catch the train. Is it clear? Just, this is improbable here. This is not possible. I know here you never take a taxi. But if you took a taxi, here you could catch the train. Is it clear? So, if I were the PM of this country, I would cancel all the examinations, right? If I were the PM, okay, this is improbable. Is it clear? Which will not happen. Just in our imagination only, here it is possible. Okay, I know here it is not possible for me. Right? If I were the PM, I would cancel all the exams. This is also not possible. Okay? If I were you, okay, I would kill him. Means, is it possible here I becoming you? No. If I were you, means if I were in your position, okay, I would kill him. Is it clear? This conditional clause is for only imaginary and improbable actions. See here the verb here. In the if clause here, we are using past tense, V2 form. We are using past tense. And in the main clause, would or should or could or might plus V1. Okay? See this. Next. For past, possible and probable but unfulfilled actions, here we use type 3 conditional clause. Okay, what is that? So those are unfulfilled. They did not happen, but they were possible. They were probable. For past, possible and probable but unfulfilled actions, we use here third type. In the third type, what is that? With if clause here we use past perfect tense, and past perfect tense means here, okay, past perfect means had plus V3, okay, and in the main clause here would have or should have or could have or might have plus V3. Okay, let me tell you here. Example here, if you had taken a taxi, you had taken a taxi, okay, you could have caught the train, you could have caught the train. See here, could have plus V3 if you had taken a taxi. Is it clear? You did not take a taxi, so that you couldn't catch the train. But if you had taken, yeah, you could have caught the train. So what is that here? Had plus V3 form. Okay, here could have plus V3 form. Okay, here, see here. If you had asked me, I would have helped you. Right? So you did not ask me. But if you had asked me, I would have helped you. Right? Even without using this if also, here you can write the same sentence like this here. Had you asked me, okay, I would have helped you. Is it clear? Had you asked me or if you had asked me, both are same. Okay? So when we remove this if here, we bring this had before and both give the same meaning. Had you asked me, I would have helped you. Right? See here. Mainly these three types here. First type, second type, third type. First type is here for future actions. In if clause, present tense. Okay, do form or does form. In main clause, will V1 or shall V1 or can V1 or may V1. In type 2 here, this is for imaginary and improbable actions which are usually not possible. So in this one here, in if clause we use past tense. If you took a taxi, if I were the PM, don't say if I was, with if, though here it is a singular I, okay, here we have to go with were only, not was. If I were the PM, okay, I would cancel all the examinations. Is it clear? This is only imaginary and improbable. Right? For type 3, you see, this is for past unfulfilled actions. But they were possible. They were possible and probability was there. Okay, but they did not happen. Okay, if you had taken a taxi, means you did not take a taxi. But if you had taken a taxi, yeah, you could have caught the train. Is it clear? And you did not ask me. If you had asked me, okay, I would have helped you. Is it clear? Right? Like this. Okay, this is for past, possible or probable actions. Okay, but they did not happen, but probability was there, possibility was there. Okay, so what is the verb form here? In if clause had plus V3. In the main clause could have V3 or would have V3 or should have V3 or might have V3. Okay, next. Type 4. Type 4 here, this is okay, used for only truths, general truths. Okay, which get never changed. Is it clear? Right? For example, if you mix blue and yellow, you get green. You get green. Don't say you will get green. Okay? Right? Sorry for the disturbance. If you, okay, multiply, if you multiply, okay, 12 with 3, if you multiply 12 with 3, right, you get 36. So don't say here you will get, because these are truths only. Okay, right? So for truths here, in both cases here, okay, we have to use here simple present tense only. In the if clause, simple present tense. In main clause also simple present tense. Okay, generally for science, mathematics, and some truths here, for some truths we use this structure. Type 4. Is it clear? If you add here HCl, okay, to NaOH solution, you get here, what do you get here? You will get a NaCl plus H2O. You get only. Don't say you will get. Are you getting me? So both are here. Here in both cases, here in both clauses, we have to use only simple present tense, that is do form or does form. Right? Like this, there are 4 types of conditional clauses. First type here is used for here future actions. In if clause present tense, main clause can or may or will or shall plus V1 form. Okay? In the type 2 here, in the type 2, this is for imaginary or improbable actions. Here in if clause past tense, that is V2 form. In main clause, here would or should or could or might plus V1. For type 3, that is for past possible but unfulfilled actions. Okay? There was a probability, but they did not happen, but probability was there. So in that one, in if clause, we use had plus V3. In the main clause, would have or should have or could have or might have plus V3. Type 4 is just for truths only. Okay, in if clause simple present tense, in main clause also simple present tense. Right? Now here let us move to some exercises. Right. Now, it's raining hard. We dash get wet if we go out. You see here, this is if clause. If we go out. Okay, in this one. Okay, in if clause, what is that here? If plus, okay, subject we, if we go out, what is that here? This is present tense only. In if clause, if it is present tense, okay, here the main clause, if we go out, okay, what is that? We will get wet. We will get wet. This is will get. It is the main clause. Right? This is type 1. How do you find out it is type 1? In if clause, there is present tense. In if clause, if there is present tense, in main clause it should be will be one, or shall be one, or can be one, or may be one. Okay, if we go out, we will get wet. Right? Next, second, if wishes dash horses, beggars would ride them. So in the if clause, there is a blank here. If clause. In the main clause, beggars would ride them. Would be one. In the main clause, okay, there is would be one. Would or should or could or might be one. This belongs to type 2. This belongs to type 2. In type 2, in main clause, would be one is there. In if clause, it should be simple past. Okay? If wishes were horses, beggars would ride them. Okay? Is it clear? Now, see, first you have to understand where here the right verb is required here. Where there is an error or where there is a blank. Okay? So, here in this one, in the main clause here, there is a blank. In if clause, okay, hint is given. If we go out. By seeing this, we have to identify this is type 1. This is type 1 in conditional clauses. In type 1, in the if clause present tense, in the main clause here, what is that? Future tense. We will get wet. In second one, in if clause there is a blank. In main clause here, verb is given. Would V1 is given. So, by saying this would V1, here we have to identify this belongs to type 2. Right? Then, here you have to say, if wishes were horses. In if clause it should be past tense. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride them. Next, 55. If it rains. In if clause, what is the tense here? Rains, what is the tense? Present tense. In if clause, present tense. In main clause, okay, it should be future. Okay. What is that? The match will be cancelled. Match, okay. Match will be cancelled. You see here. Why not it is a will plus V1? Because here match is object here. This sentence is in passive voice. Here you can write here. If it rains, they will cancel the match. Cancel the match. If it rains, they will cancel the match. So here, if you bring this object to this side here and subject to this side, the match will be cancelled by them. Right? So this is here also type 1. Type 1. Okay? They will cancel the match. The match will be cancelled. Okay? Right. Next, 56. I am going out now. If anybody dash, while I dash, can you take a message? So what is that here? Can you take a message? Can you take a message? Here can plus V1. In the main clause, can V1. Here will V1, shall V1, okay? Can V1 or may V1. will or shall or can or may plus V1. This belongs to type 1. Right? Can you take a message? This is the main class. In if clause, what should be there? Present tense should be there. If anybody phones, while I am out, can you take a message? Right? Okay. What would you do if somebody dash in here with a gun? So what would you do? Would plus V1 do. Okay. If somebody, this is also conditional clause. In the conditional clause, here there is a blank here in the conditional clause. Okay. In the main clause, what is there? Would do. Would or should or could or might plus V1. This belongs to type 2. Okay, type 2. Okay, so in the type 2, in the main clause would do. In if clause, what should be there? Simple past. Okay, if somebody walked. If somebody walked in here with a gun, what would you do? Okay. Next. I didn't know you were in hospital. You were in hospital. We are speaking of the past action. I didn't know you were in, okay, hospital. If I had known. If clause, third type. Past perfect, had plus V3. If I had known, in third type, in the main clause, what will you use here? Okay, I would have come to see you. I would have, okay, plus V3, come. I would have come to see you. Right? If I had known, I would have come to see you. But actually, I didn't know you were in hospital. But if I had known, I would have come to see you. This is the type 3. Okay? So, right? So, here what is happening in the examination? They will give here a hint in main clause or if clause. In other side here, okay, there will be an error or a blank. Okay, generally in the if clauses this happens. Okay, so just by seeing this one only here, what is that? Had known. If I had known. In if clause, had plus V3. So this is type 3. So in the main clause, it should be would have or should have or could have or might have plus V3 form. If I had known, I would have come to see you. Okay. Next, 59. If I dash have a camera with me, I would have, okay, taken some photographs. I would have taken. See in this one, I would have taken. Right? What is that here? This is the, okay, conditional clause only. In the conditional clause, blank is given. Here blank is there. If I dash a camera with me, I would have taken some photographs. In the main clause, they have given would have plus V3. In the main clause, would have or should have or could have or might have plus V3. Then it belongs to type 3. Type 3 conditional clause. In type 3 conditional clause, in if clause, we shall keep here had plus V3. If I had, so if I had, this is had is the helping verb. Then V3 form for have. What is the V3 form for have? Have V1 form, had V2 form, again had V3 form. Have, had. So keep another had. So this one is the helping verb. First one is the helping verb. Second one is the main verb in V3 form. If I had a camera with me, if I had a camera with me, I would have taken some photographs. Okay, don't get confused. Had, double had. One had is helping verb. Another had is main verb in V3 form. That is, okay, V3 form of have. Okay. If I had a camera with me, I would have taken some photographs. Okay. Now, let us move to the next one. If I dash hungry, I would have eaten something. So, would have eaten. This is also type 3 only. Would have plus V3. Okay. In if clause, it should be had plus V3 form. Okay. Third type. If had. What is the V3 form for be? Been. Be was been. Or be were been. Is it clear? Be is the V1 form. V2 form was or were. V3 form been. Right? So had is the helping verb. This is the main verb. If I had been hungry, I would have eaten something. So this is also type 3. Okay? Right? Okay, type 3. Is it clear now? Just only thing you have to, with whenever you get if clauses or subordinate clauses, you have to think of here conditional clauses only. That is the rule. Okay? In if clauses or conditional clauses, okay, if in the if clause, if there is present tense, in main clause, it should be future. Will or shall or can or may. In if clause, if it is past tense, that is a V2 form. In main clause, it should be would or should or could or might plus V1. Okay, in type 3 here, in if clause, if it is had plus V3, past perfect tense, in the main clause, would have or should have or could have or might have plus V3. Okay, clear? Right. Next, do you wish here you dash live near the sea? You don't live near the sea. So for present wishes, here you after wish, okay, after wish, okay, place the subject to place here past. That is V2 form. V2 form. Verb to, okay, for present wishes. Present wishes. Okay. So if it is past wish plus subject plus had plus V3 form. This is for past wishes. Past wishes. Okay. Remember this. If your wish is related to present time or future time, is it clear? Right? After wish, subject plus V2 form, past tense. If your wishes are related to past, here after wish, subject plus had plus V3. That is past perfect. Okay? Remember this rule simply. Okay? Okay. Next. So, what do you say here? Is it present wish or past wish? Do you wish you live near the sea? Okay, you don't live near the sea. Now you are not living near the sea. So, this wish is okay, related to present. Do you wish? Okay, subject, then V2 form. Do you wish you lived near the sea? Okay? Right? Next one. I didn't know. I didn't know is here related to past. Okay? I wish. Here. This is related to past. This wish is related to past. I wish, okay, I had known. I wish I had known about the party. We are speaking of the past incidents regarding the past wishes only. I didn't know. I wish I had known about the party. Okay, if I had known, I would have gone. I would have gone. I would have gone. Is it clear? Again here, let me clarify. If you speak of the present wish, okay, after wish, subject plus, okay, this subject plus wish here, not subject wish. Subject plus V2 form. I wish, okay, I lived near the sea. If it is past wish here, what is that? After wish, subject plus past perfect. Clear? So 62 is here related to your past wishes only, past actions only. I didn't know. I wish I had known about the party. If I had known, I would have gone. Okay. Next, it's time the train started. V2 form. Don't say it's time the train to start is wrong. Is it clear? Whenever you get it's time, it's high time, okay, it's time or it's a high time, your rule is subject plus past only. That is V2 form. Okay, this is subject plus V2 form. Okay, it's time or it's high time, always followed by subject plus V2 form. It's time the train left. It's time the train started. Means already late. Okay, that's why here we have to say it's time the train started, not to start. Okay. Next, it's a difficult question. It is, okay, we are speaking of the present one. It's a difficult question. I wish, okay, if it is present wish here verb should be subject plus V2. V2 verb. Okay, it was a stupid thing to say. It was a stupid thing. You see, we are speaking of the past. I wish, okay, I had not said it. I had not said it. Or I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have said it. Or I had not said it. Actually, here I said stupidly. It was a stupid thing to say. That is past. I wish I had not said it. I shouldn't have said it. Okay? Right? So, say, up to here only, this is related to your conditional clauses or its time or wishes. Right? Any doubt? Next is related to question tags. Helen has lived here for a long time. Okay. Hasn't she? Answer is hasn't she. Why here? Remember, okay, this is a question tag. What is a question tag here? First, let me tell you. Question tag is the one, okay, right, which is made after giving a statement. First, we have to give a statement, and in order to confirm the statement, whether it is true or not, we make a question tag, right? Okay, in the question tag, what is the structure of the question tag? Your question tag here will be here like this, helping verb, okay, then not, then subject, okay, subject in pronoun form, Is it clear? And question. Is it clear? This is the question tag. If we make positive statements, question tag will be negative. If we make negative statements not here, Okay, question tag will be in positive. Remember that one. Positive statement, negative question tag. Negative statement, positive question tag. Okay? And the structure of the question tag is first helping verb. Okay? And if it is positive statement here, add not. Then followed by the subject in pronoun form. Okay? For example here, what is the helping verb here? Has. What is the main verb? Lived. Who is the subject? Helen. Right? So in the question tag, what you are doing? You are bringing this helping verb has before the subject. Has. Okay? This is helping verb. Has is the helping verb. Then here, okay, first helping verb has. Right? Then the statement is positive. So question tag should be negative. Hasn't. Next, Helen. Helen is a noun. The subject is in noun form. So change it into pronoun form. Helen means she. Right? Hasn't she. Simply this is a structure. Don't get much confused here. Question tag is the one which is made to confirm a statement that is given by us. If we give a positive statement, to confirm whether it is true or false, again we make a negative question tag. If it is a negative statement, to confirm it, here we make a positive question tag. And the structure of the question tag is helping verb and not for positive statements, then followed by subject in pronoun form. Clear now? Okay. Next, there are a lot of people here. Here, what is the subject here? People only here, not there. Okay, there is a adverb here. Place. Place cannot be subject. Okay, there are a lot of people here. So here a verb is are only. This is only main verb. This is only helping verb. Okay. So what do you say here? Okay. There are a lot of people. So helping verb is are. Okay. And it is a positive statement. So followed by not or aren't. Okay. Or aren't. Next, people. People here, change it into pronoun form. That is here they. Aren't they? There are a lot of people here. Aren't they? Okay. Next one. I am too impatient. I am too impatient. Here, what is that? I am is the helping verb. Right? Generally here, what do we say? Generally here, according to our rule here, what is that? I am is a helping verb. It is a positive statement. Okay. Is it clear? Actually, I am too impatient means it is a negative only, unbearable. But here, see, but the structure is positive. I am too impatient. So, I am is the helping verb. So, here keep not. Then, subject is I. I meant I. Okay? But this I meant I is wrong here. I meant I is wrong. Because it is not in use, okay, in native countries. Native speakers don't use this one. So instead of I meant I, they give here aren't I. Okay, aren't I. This is the right one. Okay. So here also, this also came in many competitive exams. In common errors, okay, or in other exams here with multiple options here, they give this question here. Compulsory. I am too impatient. I meant I is wrong. Aren't I? Aren't I? Okay? Right. Next, let's go out tonight. Okay. No. Here 69. 69, what is that? Everybody is impatient. Everybody is impatient. So here, everybody is actually singular only. So that's why is there. So, right? Then it is a positive statement. So, int. isn't. Isn't he or she? Everybody, isn't he or isn't she? Okay, so to avoid gender discrimination, here we go with they. We go with they. Okay, right? So here, when we take here they, this should be plural. Is becomes are. Or, okay, int they and they. Everybody is impatient. Actually, in this one, what do we get here? Is there. Because everybody is singular. So, then we have to say, isn't he or isn't she? If we say, isn't he, you may ask, why not she? If I say, isn't she, you may ask here, why not he? Okay? So, everybody is a singular only. Everybody, everyone, no one, someone, none, okay, each, every, any. These are singular only actually. Those are singular only. That's why here, everybody is impatient. This sentence is correct only. But in a question tag, to avoid this gender discrimination, he or she, we are changing it into they. They means both, it belongs to females or males. Okay, ladies or gents. Is it clear? So when we change it to plural, here verb also here should be changed according to the agreement with the plural pronoun. Is it clear? So here is becomes are. Then followed by not. Okay, and they, this is the right one. Everybody is impatient. And they, see here, definitely there will be questions on helping verbs. Minimum one question on help, this question tags, one question with the condition clauses, one question here with if, with wishes here like that, or it may be one question with its time. These are very, very exceptional, okay, exceptional questions here, which needs a higher level of understanding. Is it clear? They don't fit here with common tenses, common verb forms according to the tense or action. Conditional clauses, they have their own pattern. Okay, so with wishes have their own pattern. Even this, what did we discuss here? These question tags have their own pattern. Okay, right? You have to remember these exceptions. Right? Let's go out. Okay, let's go out means let us. Let us. Okay, so let us go means here we shall go. Indirectly we shall go out. Okay, both are same. We shall go out or let us go out. Both are suggestions only. When there are suggestions here, whenever there is a let's here, okay, helping verb here should be shall only. Right? And don't go with a negative question tag in this case. Okay, shall we? Let's go out. Shall we? That's it. Whenever we here see this statement like let us plus V1, the question tag will be shall we. Okay? Next, don't drop that vase. So here, what is the helping verb here? Do. The helping verb is here do. Right? Then, yeah, you may think here, okay, helping verb comes first. And negative statement, that is not. So question tag should be positive. So you may say here, what is the subject here? Don't drop the vase. Whom are you saying here? To the second person. You don't drop the vase. Actually, that is, you are addressing to the second person. When you are addressing to the second person, here, you do not drop the vase. Actual sentence. But when the person is in front of you, you avoid this you. Simply we say don't drop, do it, don't do it. Is it clear? With all instructions, these are imperative sentences. For all imperative sentences, remember that they begin with the verb V1 form, addressed to second person. Since they are addressed to second person, we omit here the subject you. Actual sentence is you, okay, don't drop the vase. Okay, that is the actual sentence. So subject here is you only. You don't drop the vase. That is the actual sentence. Then why we are omitting? The person is in front of us. That's why we need not mention you. Just simply facing him or facing the second person. Here we can say don't drop the vase. Right? So here helping verb is do. Subject is you. So do you? We think like this. But this is wrong. This is wrong. Why it is wrong? Do you, don't you? Yeah, these are here simple present tense only. They speak of only truths. They speak of only truths. This is not a truth here. Okay, this is the question here. This is the instruction which is going to happen in future. Okay, don't drop the vase. This is future. So what is correct here? Here, will you. Will you is the correct one. For all imperative sentences. Imperative sentences means they are addressed to second person. They begin with here V1 base form. Okay, they begin with verb straight away. Addressed to second person. Those are called imperative sentences. For imperative sentences, question tag will be will you for negative imperative sentence, won't you for positive imperative sentence. Okay? Clear? So, with this we have completed the exercises of fill in the blanks under tenses. Okay?
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.